Tonight, from Allegiant Stadium in Las Vegas, Nevada, it's Week 15 of the NFL on EA Sports. Justin Herbert and the LA Chargers.
NFL football has come to Southern Nevada as we are in the menacing new Allegiant Stadium here in Las Vegas. The atmosphere here, electric. No matter the venue, the home folks love their silver and black. They are fired up as their Raiders get set to face off with the Los Angeles Chargers. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. And Charles, we look at the Raiders here entering play. They were winners last time out, so they'll be looking, Charles, to make it 2 in a row.
And what I enjoy...
Daniel Carlson.
It's the final 3 weeks of the season. Still plenty to play for here as we're underway in Week 15. That'll be taken about a yard deep. And he's able to get this across the 20, but not by much as he's marked down officially at the 21. Chargers offense set to go to work. Leading that offense, the rookie from Oregon who was drafted number 6 overall, Justin Herbert.
Just 3 weeks of games left in the NFL regular season. What's it going to take for him to win the MVP? What's it going to take?
Whatever it is, if he wants to strengthen that candidacy, no time like the present.
Yeah, and let me tell you what I think. Not only does he have to play the clean game, no picks, things of that nature, he has to have at least one significant play that we'll talk about all next week. That'll really give him a higher profile.
And not too much going there as he'll get it up to the 23-yard line.
1 yard gain.
Well, sometimes you just have to give credit to the defense. Great job there at the point of attack, holding up. They won their battles at the line of scrimmage, left him no space to try and run. A really nice job swarming to the ball carrier.
On second down, here's Herbert. Hits his target. It's Taylor Gabriel. And he'll be out of bounds across the 30-yard line. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down.
They've got good playmakers on the offensive side of the ball. I don't know what happened last week to really hurt their performance and hold down their production, but I would dare say that this week in practice, there's a lot of talk about how they're going to increase their proficiency.
Yeah, that was a good start getting the playmakers involved. You mentioned that to me pregame. That's what they did there.
Yeah, I think a lot of people think the coaching staff really gets on them, and that's how they motivate them. Most of these guys are self-motivated. They have a lot of pride in their performance.
A 6 yard.
6 yards was the pickup on the last completion, so here's 2nd and 4. A shotgun snap for Herbert. And this is caught. First catch for Keenan Allen. And getting this just shy of midfield. They'll spot it at the 49. 11 yards there. First down. A quick check on the numbers for Keenan Allen from last week. 4 catches, 63 yards.
3rd in the league in receiving yards, and that's a strong number. That means he's being consistent each and every time out.
Running on first down, Eckler. And this will be taken across midfield and into Raider territory. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be 2nd down.
I know we can't hear what's going on in that huddle right now, but I'll guarantee you at least one offensive lineman is saying, my bad, we simply couldn't move them off the line of scrimmage. We've got to do a better job trying to root those guys out of there.
Here's Herbert now on 2nd down. Open man, Taylor Gabriel. And he'll go down inside the 45 before going out of bounds. 4 yards on the completion, and it sets up a 3rd down. I don't think it's a surprise they're throwing the football early. We expected that. They told us they were going to come out firing, but 4 for 4 on the opening drive. They like that.
They don't just like it, they love it, because now everyone gets locked in. Your confidence jumps up. Everyone's easy about what they're doing out there. And by the way, they're looking at the sideline thinking to themselves and expressing, let's keep throwing it. We're doing pretty well.
Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. Herbert now. And the tip there altered the ball flight, and it falls incomplete. It'll be 2nd down. Incomplete. Line of scrimmage, the 31 as they line up 2nd and 10. Throwing again. Herbert. Allen's got it over the middle. They get 7 out of that, so they're left with a 3rd and 3. A 2nd down completion got him 7. Now here's 3rd and 3. And he'll find his man on the out route. That's Allen. And he's going to be taken down here, still a couple yards short of the first. 2 yards is all they'll get on the completion. It's 4th down.
Well, we hear so often how tackling has become almost a lost art in the NFL game. But it's so important to tackle well on these receivers, especially in a play like this one. 3rd down, they gave him the underneath stuff. You got to go up and make the tackle right away.
And on their first drive, the offense staying out there. They're going to go for it on 4th. They'll run for it with Eckler. And he's going to have a 1st down here as he gets this one to the 17-yard line. A solid pickup of 5 and a very solid 4th down conversion. And defensively, pure frustration. 1st down, and they stick with Eckler. And they'll get him down right around the 16. Give him a couple on the carry there. 2nd and 8.
2 yards on the pickup.
Justin Herbert looking to throw on 2nd down. And this is complete. It's Allen. And here he'll get it down to the 7. Herbert with a connection to Allen for a Charger 1st down. So 1st and goal now from the 7-yard line. Out of the gun, Herbert. To the end zone, but it's incomplete. They'll try again here from the 7 on 2nd and goal.
Leads to 2nd and goal.
They'll run for the first time with Joshua Kelly. And that'll move him a little closer as he takes it from the 7 down to the 4-yard line. Big play coming here. It's 3rd and goal. He finds his receiver, Williams, for a Charger touchdown. Mike Williams, his 9th touchdown of the season. And the Chargers take the ball down the field and score on their opening drive. Building confidence after a loss, that's a good way to do it. The loss last game, but first drive here in this one, cashing it in for 6.
Hey, they can talk all they want about putting a loss behind them. I think that drive there did more than any conversation they had, don't you think?
That's exactly right. Puts that to bed. And this is what they said all week long. A lot of things they needed to do differently. Whatever they said appears to have worked. And the Chargers grab the 7-0 lead.
Is good.
And what a drive that was. 16 plays all told. And it winds up with a touchdown for Los Angeles. Following the touchdown, Badgley out there to kick it away. And he'll be tackled just shy of the 25. The Raiders set to go to work behind their veteran quarterback, and that's Derek Carr.
And it felt like in watching the game tape, he got everyone involved last week.
He was a manager.
He really was. That's a great way to put it because they ran the ball some, they threw it accurately. 1 touchdown pass, so he didn't, break the bank doing that, but he didn't throw any interceptions. That's the bottom line. That's why a defense loves a quarterback like that. Doesn't put them in bad situations.
First carry for Josh Jacobs. A very good move, but for a relatively modest gain out near the 32.
The ball carrier.
A check on Jacobs from a week ago. 22 carries, 61 yards, and a touchdown.
And now that he's playing a Thursday night game, short week, he spent a lot of time in the trainer's room in the cold tub trying to get his legs back for this game.
On 2nd down, Jacobs. And he'll be brought down shy of the 40 at the 38-yard line. And now time is called as we've got an injured Charger down there on the field. We'll take a break and get a report from Vegas after this. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Shotgun now for Carr. Got his man. That's Tyrell Williams. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. A pickup of 10, and it's enough for a Las Vegas first down. Tyrell Williams now a member of the Raiders, and the Chargers rush is going to get there. Down he goes.
Brought down back at the...
And there they bring pressure from the inside, and they get home.
Yeah, hard to block everyone, isn't it? And on this play, someone did not get blocked. He's the one who got home.
And the job becomes twice as difficult now. After the sack, it's 2nd and 20. From the gun, it's Carr. Looking for his running back, and he's got him. And he's dropped right at the 40. Gain of 3. Call it a gain of 3. And they're going to face an uphill battle here on 3rd and long. Carr. He's got his man. It's Williams. And he'll go down the line before getting this inside the 30.
That was an excellent read right there. Saw cover 1. That means it's just a single high safety. So you know if you throw the ball to the outside part of the field, help is going to be a little bit late getting there. And he puts one out there for a big-time completion.
So now then, the big play has him all the way inside the 30 now, 1st and 10. Back to the running game with Jacobs. Down right around the 25.
Josh Jacobs.
2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
Melvin Ingram. A gain of 2. Brings up 2nd and 8.
From the 25 on 2nd down. Carr. That's complete to Richard, the running back. They get him to the ground right on the cusp of the red zone after a pickup of 5 or 6.
5. Brings up 3rd and 3.
Carr going to try and throw on 3rd down. And that's going to be incomplete. The contact there enough to jar that ball free, and it brings up 4th down.
That's a good job there creating the contact to force the incompletion. And now since it's 4th down, that should set up a field goal situation.
And a nice sigh of relief defensively to be able to hold them to 3. So, yes, it's only 3, but at least they're able to answer back after giving up the touchdown to start the game.
Yeah, I like the observation there because getting some points on the board, very positive for them. Feel a little bit better about things because if you don't score, you potentially have opened the door for them to score again, and then you're down 14.
The Chargers take over 1st and 10.
Heading back out, the Chargers offense. We get a peek at the playoff picture of the AFC. And as we take a look at the playoff picture, certainly still a lot of jostling to go in these final few weeks. For the moment, they would be a wild card team. Far from locked up, but that's why this is exciting. These last few weeks, a lot to play for.
So much to play for. And remember, 7 teams in each conference go to the playoffs instead of 6. And not to mention, remember when the league made that move a few seasons ago to put divisional games at the end of the year? So you get to week 16 and 17, you're playing for playoff spots, and you're playing divisional games. Couldn't be more exciting than that.
And he'll be brought down right at the 30 here.
Roughing the passer defense.
Well, this crowd is not like that call.
Understandable reaction from them. That's their team that the penalty is going against. But you and I both know they're going to take care of the quarterback.
After 1, 7-3 the score on EA Sports. Now Eckler. And this will be taken across midfield and into Raider territory. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 3.
It's a gain of 7.
Herbert will give this one to Eckler. And he's going to be close to a 1st down as he gets this to the Raiders' 40-yard line. That one, a 1st down pickup of 8.
With Melvin Gordon moving on to Denver, Austin Ekeler is officially the Chargers' #1 option at the running back position. Gordon spent a lot of time holding out last year, and Ekeler took full advantage with a breakout season. 92 receptions, 993 yards, and 8 touchdowns. He was in the top 10 in the league in receptions, receiving touchdowns, and all-purpose yards.
On first down, it's Herbert. On the screen, this is Ekeler.
Personal foul, roughing the passer, defense.
So mark off the yardage for roughing the passer.
And I've seen this before. On a screen pass, not only are you rushing the passer, you're rushing him deeper than normal. And I think a little frustration kicks in at the end. You're going to hit him anyway when you shouldn't.
Personal foul, roughing the passer, defense.
Well, we looked at each other right away. We knew that flag was coming out.
And I always enjoy the conversation post because officials always tell you, I don't want to throw the flag, but you caused the play. You did it. I had to.
Nothing doing there. They're going to wind up holding him at the 2. No gain there as he kept it himself at second down.
Leads to second and goal.
They'll try the air now with Herbert. And he's got his man. It's Henry for a Chargers touchdown.
Touchdown, Los Angeles.
Hunter Henry, his second touchdown on the season. And the Chargers are going to add on to their lead. There was a lot of zip on that pass, and baseball might have called that a frozen rope.
I like it when you bring the diamond into the game. I'm going back to the gridiron. Had some heat on that bad boy. Sometimes you throw a touchdown pass, and sometimes
you throw, what, a touchdown strike?
There you go. That's my man, in concert.
And this one's right through to make it a 14-3 ball game. 5 plays there on that drive. And it ends with the Chargers getting into the end zone. Following the touchdown, Badgley out there to kick it away. On the return, Lynn Bowden. And he won't quite make it to the 25.
On the return, the Raiders take over first and 10 at their own.
The Raider offense heading out as we take a look at the playoff race in the AFC. And it's right about this time of the year that you start to say this is when the cream rises to the top. Week 15, 3 weeks left to go, but still plenty to be determined.
It certainly is, because we all know everyone is aiming for that #1 seed. But failing that, because only 2 teams in the NFL get a bye, 1 from each conference, that question becomes who's hot? Who's peaking at the right time as you start the playoffs?
Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up second and 11.
I have a feeling they'll stay committed to running the football, especially on their early downs. They just haven't had a whole lot of success just yet.
After the loss to start out, here's second and 11. Working from the gun, it's Carr. That ball's caught. Aguilar right side. And he takes it all the way down to the 32. It's a big play there for Vegas. 44 yards. Obviously, they're not where they want to be right now on the scoreboard. Big plays like that, though, that'll trend them in the right direction.
Yeah, a few more like that, they'll be right back in the game. And if they can continue to do that, maybe they'll inspire their defense as well. They'll get a few stops.
So the big play changes the complexion of things. Here's first and 10 just outside the 30. Now the 5th-year running back is Jalen Richard. And this time they were waiting for him as he'll be knocked down before he can get back to the line of scrimmage. He'll lose a yard there, and it's second and 11.
This defense has really flown around in the first half. They've gotten to the ball carrier before they can really get started. Offense going to have to come up with something else in order to try and get this running game going.
2nd and 11 now. From the gun, Carr. And his throw here is incomplete. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Now Carr. He's got a man. It's Williams. And they will eventually get him down, but he's inside the 5 all the way to the 3. Stopped him shy of the marker, thought they were bringing up 4th down, and then that penalty.
Let's face it, they thought they had bent, but could absorb that, right? Instead, they broke as a result of their own penalty.
And they'll bring him down after just a short pickup. Only a yard on the pickup there. 2nd and goal.
Brings up 2nd and goal.
2nd down and goal. Carr. That's going to be caught by Williams for a Raiders touchdown. Tyrell Williams hitting double digits with his 10th touchdown of the season. And the Raiders have cut it back to within a score. And there was no going through the progressions on that touchdown pass.
Yeah, nor was it necessary. His receiver won that route early, presented himself. No reason to wait. Go ahead and put it on him and score a touchdown.
And he's got it. That cuts the lead. It's now 14-10. A drive that time of 6 plays. And it winds up in 6 points for the Raiders.
10.
Following the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Carlson. Here's Desmond King on the return. And he had no room to run as he's tackled down inside the 20.
The Chargers take over 1st and 10 at their own 18-yard line.
L.A. readies for its next possession. And right now they're saying, hey, let's keep this going. 2 drives, 2 touchdowns.
Yeah, can't ask for a better start than that, can you? I mean, this is the way you practice it. This is the way you rehearse it. But right now, the play calling, they're locked in really well.
Now a play fake here on 1st down. And his throw is incomplete. He was looking for Mike Williams that time. But it's going to be 2nd down.
It leads to 2nd and 10.
Back to the air. Herbert on 2nd down. Right back to Williams, and this time he's got him. And he works it across the 25 before being tackled. It's a 1st down on a gain of 10.
This has to go down as one of the simpler routes in the playbook, but oh so effective. Nice completion there. Keeps the sticks moving.
On 1st and 10, Herbert looking for Allen. He's got him on the slant. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. Another big hitter there. This one good for 18.
1st down.
Those are the kinds of plays right there that show you why he's the number 3 man in the NFL in terms of receiving yards.
Also tells you there's a full combination of what he's got going in his game. You name it, from route running to catching the football. That's why he's able to produce those types of numbers.
Draw play. It's Eckler. And he'll work it across midfield inside the 45. They get 10 more there, and I believe that'll be enough for another 1st down. It will.
It's a gain of
They're making it look easy out there. Another 1st down. So far on this drive, let me do this little bit of math here. 4 plays, 3 1st downs.
That's a pretty good recipe for success. So here's a 1st and 10 now in Raider territory at the 43. Back to throw here, Herbert. Over the middle, and it's caught. Keenan Allen. And he's going to get this inside the 30. 15 more there, and they're on a roll. It's another 1st down.
And the Chargers.
How about a guy proving his worth in different ways? Had a big play in the run game the play before. This time, they go right back to him in the passing game, and he comes through with yet another big play. That's why you work out so hard in the offseason, so you can stay on the field and accumulate big plays.
Now this is the 3rd-year man from Northwestern, Justin Jackson. And able to break 1 tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain. 9 yards is the pickup there, and they'll have a 2nd and 1.
And there we saw one of the downsides of blitzing during a rundown, because sometimes you get out of your gaps. You don't fit the run quite as well because you're headed towards the ball carrier with abandon.
He's exceeded his receiving yards from a week ago, and we're still in the first half. It's a 1st down.
Well, remember, they tried to give him the ball and let him run on the last play, but I think the light bulb went off in their play caller's mind, and this time they get it to him the more conventional way, and it's much more successful as well.
They scored touchdowns on drives 1 and 2, and now they're trying to make it a perfect 3 for 3 to start. And he fights his way in for a Charger touchdown. Justin Herbert keeping it himself from a yard out. For the Chargers, they're able to widen their lead.
Well, I'd have to say that for him, that was an all-encompassing drive, because it was his arm that got his team down to that point, but his legs that finished the deal. Give him credit for making it happen.
Badgley on for the extra point. It's good, and it's 21-10. So an 8-play drive covering 80 yards. And it ends with a 1-yard touchdown run. Following the touchdown, Badgley out there to kick it away. Bowden now to return. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line.
The Raiders take over 1st and 10.
The Vegas offense ready for their next possession. The partner, just looking at some of the struggles they've had this season, the playoffs are not in their future. As they start to peer toward the offseason, what moves might they make?
I think the running back position, and I know we talk all the time about the NFL being a passing league, but the teams that run the ball effectively, they're the ones that go deep into the playoffs and go to the Super Bowl. They have to upgrade here. And you and I both know in recent years in the draft, people have shied away from taking a runner early, but if there's that special one there, I say they go get him. They'd love to just strike back with a touchdown right here, and if it's a long play, so be it. But the main goal, get a couple of 1st downs, run some plays, run some clock, allow their defense to get a chance to catch their breath, settle down, and relax a little bit after they just gave up a score.
3rd and
throwing his car on 3rd down. He'll have a 1st down past the 30 as they finally wrangle him in at the 48. Nice 3rd down conversion and even 20 yards.
Good strong throw and catch right there. And so far in this game, the alleys have been open for them to get completions, and they're taking advantage of it.
Here's Jacobs on 1st and 10. And nowhere really to go there. He'll take this up just shy of midfield. Just a yard on the 1st down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
Brings up 2nd and 9.
On 2nd and 9, Carr. It's complete left side to Aguilar. And he's able to get this one down to the 40-yard line. Coming up at the half, a reminder, we go back to Orlando to check in with Jonathan Coachman. He'll have a look back at our first half as well as a look ahead to what's coming up later this weekend. And now a throw on 1st down there, but it's incomplete.
They've given up a few 1st downs on this drive, but getting the incompletion there, that should give them something to build on and maybe turn the tide.
Now Carr, after the incomplete pass, brings him up 2nd and 10. To throw again. Carr. Shakes off the... But now he's swallowed up and taken down. Melvin Ingram in there to get him, and that is now sack number 18 on the season for it. That's caught by Waller out left side. They get only 4 that time as that leads us to a 4th down. Boy, he came in off the edge so quickly there.
Look out, because that's exactly what it was being shouted by the offensive lineman to his quarterback, because he had no chance to block him.
At their own 25-yard line.
And now out on on the field. Here comes Los Angeles.
Still more than a minute to go, so there is time if they want to mount something here.
Not only time, but they have 3 timeouts at their disposal as well. So that changes everything that you're doing here. Without those timeouts, you can only work the sidelines, hoping to get out of bounds. Here, the middle of the field is still available because you can call timeout and regroup.
And they're able to get this one across the 35. 10 yards there to start the drive, and just enough by about the length of the football for a first down. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. And now Herbert a little unsure of things, so he's going to go ahead and call a timeout, as they'll stop it with a tick under a minute to go before half. On 1st down, Justin Herbert. Got a man over the middle. It's Williams. Now the Chargers will use the second of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds to go in the first half. Herbert on 1st down now. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down. So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on 1st down. Throwing again. Herbert, open man, Taylor Gabriel. And he's going to have another first down as the tackle comes at the Raiders' 40. Give him 14 on that one and a first down.
First down.
He's going to look for Allen now on the deep ball. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down. They were trying to go back to Allen there, and that'll bring up 2nd down. He's got his tight end complete. It's Green. And he gets this to the 35. Good for a gain of 5.
To Virgil Green.
So we have reached halftime here in an 11-point contest. As we send you to Orlando to check in with Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach?
All right, Brandon, thanks very much. Man, where has the season gone? We're into Week 15 now. So let's give everybody a look at what's coming up here on what should be a very interesting weekend of football. Some great games still to come. And I think we highlighted one of the better ones right there as they get set to match up with the Buffalo Bills. Then more good stuff to follow later in the afternoon. One good one being under the dome in New Orleans, where it'll be the Saints taking on the Kansas City Chiefs. And lastly, we'll wrap up the week with Monday Night Football. Definitely one to tune in for, as it'll be the Pittsburgh Steelers and the Cincinnati Bengals. Meanwhile, in our game, it's been a back-and-forth first half. Who can put it together in the second half? For the answer, we turn it back over to our broadcast team of Brandon Gaudin and Charles Davis.
All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. So the Chargers will start the second half with the lead and the football as we're underway in the 3rd quarter. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23.
Take over 1st and 10 at their own 20.
Now comes the Raiders offense. They'll go on offense first to start quarter number 3. Carr and the Raiders come up 1st and 10 at their own 23. Off play action, he'll throw to start the drive. And that's caught. It's Bryan Edwards. And he takes us up to the 40-yard line before being corralled. He was held without a catch in the first half, but he's got one here, and he also picks up a first down.
40-yard line.
Certainly no settling into the drive there. They came right out on the first play and attacked the middle of the field for a big gainer and a first down.
So quickly all the way up at the 40-yard line. On the draw, Richard. And the reinforcements come in as they're going to stop him behind the line. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
This defense is just flat getting after it. They have not given up much of anything in the run game. Case in point right there.
Second and 12. shotgun now for Carr. He'll rifle this one deep right side, and that's caught inside the 30. And so close as he takes it all the way to the 2-yard line.
Roughing the passer defense.
So a little extra on top of the big play there.
It's tough for guys rushing the passer, but you have to know when the ball is gone. And if you listen, officials will tell you ball's gone.
And he fights his way into the end zone for a Raider touchdown. Josh Jacobs with touchdown number 7 on the year. And the Raiders are back within a score. Second effort there, he was determined to find pay dirt, and he did.
I think that's a great example of what coaches talk about, a back that runs behind his pads, and he uses pads to get him into the end zone.
So now Carr, he'll lead the Raiders up to go for 2. To throw is Carr. And they're going to get him. They bring him down to the sack back at the 16-yard line.
That keeps the score. Chargers.
But they tried to get 2
Raiders.
and ended up getting none because the quarterback had nowhere to go with the ball and ends up getting sacked.
Nowhere to go at all. Great job, though, defensively. They were ready. Following the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Carlson. Desmond King now to return it. And they'll get him down inside the 30 at the 27.
King on the return. The Chargers take over 1st and 10 at their own 20.
Now we'll look at the Chargers offense. They get ready for their first possession of the second half. They were able to get the ball back here, didn't surrender any points. Now they'll look to add to that lead.
Yeah, how about the boost the defense gave them? Going right out on the field, shutting them down, not giving up any points, and turning the ball back over. They want to do their part now and show them a little respect and some gratitude by scoring some points.
And to get a little more cushion. A good rally to the football keeps him to only a yard, and it's second down.
At the 28.
They only got a yard out of that last completion, and that makes this 2nd and 9. From the shotgun, here's Herbert. He dumps it to Eckler underneath. And he's going to be down at the 35. Gain of 7.
Pass complete to Austin Eckler.
I came to my feet on that one. I thought he was getting close to breaking that one big, but in the end, give some credit to the defense, finding a way to get to him and forcing a 3rd down.
Third and 2, Herbert. Able to record his 5th sack of the season.
Well, partner, we know they came out of the locker room down on the scoreboard, but I will guarantee you the defensive side of the ball got super emotional. They can come out and play with aggressiveness, with fury, because they don't have to be quite as precise, and it paid off for them on that play, didn't it?
Sure did. Excellent play, really setting the tone for this 3rd quarter. Here's Ty Long now as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. And last week in the loss, 5 punts as he gets this one away. That'll be a 44-yard boot, just a yard on the return as he's covered up quickly. And the Raiders will take over now 1st and 10. Here's Las Vegas ready to take the field. Carr and the Raiders come up 1st and 10 at about the 32. He'll throw from the gun. A short one here, secured by the tight end Waller. 3 yards the gain there, 2nd down.
Brandon, perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion and would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion. But I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication. And as he dragged across each zone, you see him pointing, communicating. There he is, and they passed him up to each defender. Ended up making a nice play, even though it was complete.
So they will accept the penalty and move forward. So now a fresh set of downs. 1st and 10 after roughing the passer. From the gun, it's Carr. Got his man. That's Tyrell Williams. He's brought down at the 34. Call it a gain of 4. They'll contain him to just 4. 2nd down.
2nd and 6 at the 34-yard line.
To throw again on 2nd down. Carr. Pass complete to Richard, the running back. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25.
For a loss. Well, that certainly has to feel good. It's not all the time that the play caller should get all the credit. Sometimes I think in the huddle, the quarterback just says, hey, who's going to make a play for me? I just need something right here. And the end result there, nice 1st down. Drive keeps moving.
2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
Behind the line of scrimmage.
I see a shake of the head as he gets up, and you've got to imagine he's thinking, guys, you got to help me out. He's hoping his team can read his thoughts because he definitely needs some assistance.
Behind the chain, 2nd and 12. Working from the gun, it's Carr. A short one here, secured by the tight end Waller. They get him to the ground right on the cusp of the red zone after a pickup of 5 or 6.
It's a gain of 6.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
To throw on 3rd down. Carr. He'll find Richard here underneath. And they've got it inside the 10 at the 8. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
That's a play that will likely be forgotten when you talk about big moments in this game. But plays like this are critical to keep drives going. And if points result, we'll call this play significant.
Operating from the gun. Carr. And that is caught. Touchdown, Raiders. Nelson Aguilar. His 4th touchdown on the year. And the Raiders have taken the lead. And they use that height on the outside to get the score.
We've seen the evolution of the wide receivers. They've gotten taller and taller, but they've retained their quickness and their speed. It's a lethal combination.
Always good to have wide receivers with height.
The Raiders will line up for the 2-point conversion.
They had to go to the monitor, get an extra look. That's what the technology is for. And this touchdown will count. And he's going to go down. Sacked back at the 13-yard line.
No good.
And in the 3rd quarter here, they were trying to push that to a 3-point game, but instead it'll stay at 1.
And I'm a big proponent of not chasing points or going for 2 too early. But in this case, I understand why. You know, if you kick an extra point, you're just up 2, right? So a field goal still puts the other team ahead. So you go for 2 here and protect the field goal lead. They didn't get it done, though.
Following the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Carlson. This will make it into the end zone. And it'll come out to the 25 as King opts for the touchback.
Their own 25-yard line.
L.A. set to take over again on offense. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means you're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of 1st downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here. And they're able to get this one across the 35. Solid way to start the drive. 13 yards, picking up the 1st. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. They'll fake the handoff. Now Herbert. And down he goes. Brought down a Raiders sack. Clelin Ferrell in there to get him, and that is sack number 6 now for him on the year. Defensive end gets in there that time. They were in a 4-3. What's the responsibility of the ends versus the tackles there, Charles?
Well, most of the time when you talk about the ends, they're your pass rushers. They're the guys that you turn loose to try and get to the guy who's going to throw the football. The tackles, usually more of the run-stuffing variety. But the way this game is advanced, you're wanting a little bit of everything out of all of your guys. But let's just go ahead and break it down and make it simple. The guy who's the right defensive end versus a right-handed quarterback, that's the blind side. He's going after the quarterback. He's going to put him on the ground.
He takes this from the 30 to the 34.
Charger ball carrier. He's tackled at the 34-yard line. A gain of 4.
3rd and long. It's Herbert. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. LaMarcus Joyner with a pick. And he returns it into enemy territory down the 45-yard line. He's had a fantastic rookie season, made a lot of lovely throws, but that wasn't one of them.
Well, we got to give him one, don't we? I mean, with the year he's having, a lot easier for he and his teammates to accept that throw, because for the most part, what they've seen, it's been pretty sensational.
Derek Carr and the Raiders set for their next possession. He is looking to help his team build their lead after trailing at halftime. They've got to like the spot they're in right now.
They have to love it, but as you and I both know, cliche alert coming here. You're only as good as your last possession. But I think that they like, as you said, the spot they're in and how confidently they're playing at this point.
But again, just a one-possession lead, looking to expand that now. Pass incomplete, but the flag in the backfield, and this might be a roughing call.
Defense.
The hit comes late. We saw it. There's your flag.
And we know that there's a guideline, right? Ball's gone. You get one step. If you're within one step of the quarterback, you can hit him as long as it's still done legally. But anything outside of that looks like an extra step was involved.
Not much there, only a yard.
Gain of a yard.
Well, they're unable to convert that into much, but it's never a bad idea to try to get the ball into a tight end of his caliber's hands and see what kind of disruption he can cause.
Looking to throw again on 2nd down. Carr firing quickly here, and that's complete. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. A gain of 13. It's a 1st down. And with that last play, he's now up over that 300-yard mark.
And in today's NFL, it almost feels routine. And I hate that when you talk about a 300-yard passing game. To me, 300 yards still signifies excellence, and he's achieved that in this performance.
Carr now on 1st down. Open man is Edwards. He's got it. And he'll go down here at the 12-yard line. They'll contain him to just 4. 2nd down.
2nd and 6 at the 12-yard line.
Throwing again on 2nd down. Carr. His pass caught at the 4. And they corral him just a couple yards shy of the end zone. 1st down Raiders. Carr to Waller.
At the 2-yard line.
They'll run it with Jacobs. Nothing doing there. They're going to wind up holding him at the 2. No gain there, and it's going to set up 2nd and goal.
No gain on the play. Leads to 2nd and goal.
One more time with Jacobs. And he's in. Touchdown, Raiders. Josh Jacobs with his 2nd touchdown of the game, number 8 on the season. And the Raiders take advantage of field position on the turnover to cash this one in. On for the PAT. And with that, the lead is up to 8. That time a 6-play drive. And it was capped off by a touchdown run from Josh Jacobs.
21. Daniel Carlson.
Following the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Carlson. Fielded a couple yards into the end zone. And he returns this to the 22.
King on the return. The Chargers take over 1st and 10. at their own 22-yard.
Justin Herbert leading this unit out for their next possession.
And he's probably wondering, how do I get that mojo back from the first half that he seems to have lost a little bit here in the third quarter?
And every guy has his whisperer on the team. You know, that one guy who can say things to him that other people can't. Right now, he's looking for that guy to kind of, hey, we're good. We're good. One interception. Just get it back. Get back to being who you are. And this team will be okay.
Yeah, because they led at halftime, trailing now. Right off the bat, it's a first down to start the drive, 12 yards. Back now in Las Vegas. Welcome back, everybody. It's Charger football, but they trail here as we get going in quarter number 4. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. Now a man open down the middle of the field. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up 2nd down. It's 2nd and 5 after the 5-yard completion on 1st down.
At the 39-yard line.
A big spot for the rookie Herbert. To Gabriel, middle of the field. And he'll get up near the 45. They'll spot it at the 44. Back-to-back receptions for him, and it's another 1st down.
First down.
On 1st down, it's Herbert. And he's going to find that man yet again, Keenan Allen. And he is brought down, but not before reaching the 30. A really nice gain of 25 yards.
First down, Chargers.
Oh, that was a pretty route right there because it's all about finding a window on a route like that. He lined up on his left, ran the deep in route over the middle, and the ball was right where it needed to be. Really good trust between quarterback and receiver. Really good completion.
So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's 1st and 10. Here's a throw right side taken in by his tight end. And he is out of bounds inside the 30. 3 yards the gain there, 2nd down.
A 3-yard pickup. Brings up 2nd and
Herbert back to the air. He'll drop this one off to Eckler.
Herbert's pass.
They had 3 yards on 1st down, just 1 yard there.
Well, offensively, that's the mismatch that you want. You want to force a linebacker to try and cover your back out of the backfield, out in some open space. The linebackers nowadays, they run like backs, and they take a lot of pride in covering. What a nice play he made there in the open field.
And he gets this down to the 18, good enough for a 1st down.
8-yard pickup.
The drive stays alive, a 3rd down gain of 8. Well, they've had a great, impressive drive going here, and that pickup ensures the drive continues.
And not only do you continue the drive, which is demoralizing for the guys on the defensive side of the ball right now, but you make your own defense happy. They're able to get a little more rest over on the sidelines while this one continues downfield.
So from inside the 20, here's 1st and 10 at the 18. And a quick throw here, that's complete. And they'll bring him down at the 13-yard line.
Gabriel.
5 yards on the catch there, brings up 2nd down.
2nd and 5. At the 13-yard line.
Herbert throwing again. And this is complete. It's Allen. And he'll be taken down at the 2-yard line. The Chargers passing game rolling a bit here. They've got another 1st. Trying to punch it in with Eckler. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Los Angeles. Austin Eckler, his 9th touchdown of the season. And the Chargers are within a 2-point conversion of tying this game. A strong, determined run there, Charles, to get in for 6 points.
This is why it's such a team game, isn't it? And I know it sounds really generic and it sounds almost trite, but the blocks were made up front, offensive line, collective victory at the line of scrimmage and downfield. And how about the finish to the run all the way into the end zone?
Out of the gun, Herbert, and he's got it. The conversion good, and we are tied in the 4th. Still time to work with on the clock, but they wanted the tie now, and they got it.
And I love their aggressiveness. Go ahead and get it done, get the game tied. Now your team has the momentum, and you're staring across the field saying, let's see if you can match us.
So here comes the kickoff now, all even here in this 4th quarter. Bowden now to return. And takes this near the 25. Just a little pass there. Call it the 26.
Raiders take over 1st and 10. at their own 20.
And as this offense makes their way back out, NFC playoff race time, we give you a look at what's going on there. Well, they just gave up the score to tie it. That's the bad news. The good news, plenty of time in this fourth quarter to try to grab that lead back. Both teams working on short rest, but this has been one of the better Thursday night games we've seen as they come up here on 1st and 10. And he'll push his way forward to about the 32. He'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's 2nd and 4.
It's a pickup of
They gave up a few yards there, but all in all, I think it's a pretty nice job defensively against the Jets sweep. If they don't slow him up, he might take it to the house, so they'll take that play every time on the defensive side of the ball.
On 2nd down and 4, Carr. Waller taking it in over the middle. And they do finally get him, but he takes it to the 25. A big play that time for the Raiders. 42 yards. The offense just continues to reign supreme. Big plays, both sides, back and forth. Tough to keep track of.
It certainly is, and I'm over here just marveling at what I'm seeing. It's tough for you, though. You got to call all these big plays and have all this emotion each time they go at each other.
So from Charger territory now, here's a 1st and 10 at the 25-yard line. Carr gives to Rashard. And he'll work free from one tackle, but that's about all as he's taken down. Now it looks like we've got a Raider here, slow to get up. We'll take a break and get a report from Vegas after this. After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5. Carr. Over the middle, he's got Tyrell Williams. And brought down, but not before they get it inside the 10 to the 7. He went over 100 yards in the wild card round. He's over 100 here as well. And a first down. And he's going to bull his way down to about the 1-yard line. That's a gain of 7, and we'll leave them with 2nd and goal coming up.
brings up 2nd and
on 2nd and goal. Carr able to shake him up, and a big loss here as he's taken down. Melvin Ingram in there for the sack, and he's closing in on the all-time record. That's number 19 on the year.
When you're this close to the goal line, you've got to expect pressure from the defense, so the ball's got to come out fast. Got to get out of his hands quicker.
A big play forthcoming. Here's 3rd and goal. From the gun, Carr over the middle into traffic, and that's complete. 11 yards, but still not enough. 4th down. Tell you what, he's been able to put the ball in some tight spots all game long. That throw, no different.
Yeah, a lot of people would call it a gutsy type of a throw. I think he looks at it as, I can do it, so it's not that big of a deal to me, and I'm going to keep firing.
So a big one coming now for Daniel Carlson. This to break our 4th quarter tie. The kick by Carlson is good. And the Raiders jump out to a 3-0 advantage.
Raiders 32, Chargers 29.
So the drive here ends with a field goal. It does give them the lead, but this one's still certainly a long ways from over.
It definitely puts a lot of pressure on your defense to hold the lead, right? They're happy to have it and happy to be out there trying to do so. But I know as a former player, in the back of their mind, they're thinking, why don't you score the touchdown and seal this thing?
Over 1st and 10 at their own 24-yard line.
Here's a Los Angeles offense as they get set to take possession. And now they find themselves trailing following the field goal. Still a good amount of time in this 4th quarter, but this drive very well could determine the outcome of this ball game. Herbert and the Chargers now with a 1st and 10 at their own 24. Out of the gun, he'll throw. This is swung out to Eckler. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard.
It's a gain of 9.
That last catch short of the marker by just a yard leaves him with a very manageable 2nd and 1. Something we haven't really seen much of from him, an incomplete pass.
Yeah, last week he finished at 70%. This week he's up over 80%. I don't know how you slow him down. Pass rush is usually the best way because a quarterback on his back usually can't complete a pass.
Here we go, 3rd and 1. Gut check time on both sides. He may try and run for this. And he will have a first down as they get him to the ground at the 37. Give him 4 yards as he does it himself, and it's a first down. Well, with him trailing here in the second half, maybe his legs can try to give this offense a spark.
And that's the benefit of having a young quarterback, right? Having a rookie, a guy who will say, hold on a second, I have a little bit of fearlessness to my game. It isn't working as well the other way. Let's see what I can do to help my team this way. And boy, he did it there.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. A shotgun snap for Herbert. He'll get this to Eckler. And a 6-yard gain gets him right around the 43.
Complete to Austin.
Line of scrimmage, the 43 on 2nd and 4.
Brings up 2nd and 4 at the 43-yard line.
From the shotgun, here's Herbert. And this complete to Henry over the middle. And they'll work this down to the 40-yard line. Tackled there.
Complete to Hunter Henry. It's a gain of 17 yards.
And here we are in the 4th quarter, partner, and watch them drive for what would be a go-ahead touchdown. And you and I both know this is where you need a quarterback who can keep his cool back there. Not just for himself, but to keep the rest of the team relaxed too.
So here's a 1st and 10 now in Raider territory, right at the 40. 3 points separating these two sides with 2 minutes left to go in the 4th. On 1st down, Justin Herbert. Open man, Taylor Gabriel. 3 yards the gain there, 2nd down. Now the Chargers hustling, trying to get up and get set. And he's got his favorite target yet again. It's complete. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down. To the air again, Herbert.
I'm starting to wonder here. Are they trying to prevent winning? Because right now, they're laying back and they're picking them apart, moving the ball downfield, and they got to start bringing a little pressure towards the quarterback.
On 2nd and 10, the ball back with Herbert. On the screen, this is Eckler. And he's out of bounds. Almost gets to the 10. It's a pickup of 17 and a first down. That's what they need right now. Get the first down, get out of bounds, stop the clock.
Just playing smart football, understanding the situation, making the plays necessary, and making sure that clock stops at every opportunity.
Now a 1st and 10 at the 11. He'll look to throw. Keeps himself upright, and he can't get a throw away. He's taken down. Malik Collins in there to take him down, and the clock will roll. And he can't get a throw off. He's taken down. What a huge play at this point in the game. Throwing on 3rd and long. Herbert. Oh, there's that man again. It's complete. They get 12 yards back, but it still leads to a 4th and long.
It's now 4th down.
Now the Chargers going to signal for the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 11 seconds remaining in the ball game. The Raiders going to use one of their timeouts. It's just their first. They've got 2 more to use here in the final stages. So on 4th down, out trots the kicker in a big spot here. This to potentially send us to overtime. And his kick is right there. It's good. And they will tie this game here in the final seconds. tell you, the life of a kicker. He has not been called on the entire game. He's over there by the net, but they send him out here in the fourth quarter and say, hey, go tie the game, will you? And guess what? He comes through.
I just don't know how they do it. I really don't. These cats are a different breed from you and me. That's a pressure kick, but that one was never in doubt.
23-yard line.
On first down, it's Jacobs. And it's been like this all night long. Nowhere to run as they stop him behind the line. And here in overtime, if the team that receives the ball scores a touchdown, it's over. If they don't, we can still have some more football.
That's exactly right. If they go down and kick a field goal, the other team gets a possession to either match it or score a touchdown to win the ball game. If both teams kick field goals, the next team to score wins. But if the receiving team throws a pick six or fumbles the ball and it gets picked up by the defense and they score, the game is over at that point.
So we're right back where we started, all even as the kick's away. To return it now, here's King. And he brings us out past the 20 to the 24.
King on the return. The Chargers take over first and 10. At their own.
L.A. readies for its next possession. They're set for their first drive here in overtime, and this is where the crowd can really become a factor.
They've had to battle it all day, but I know what you're saying. In overtime, that gets doubled, doesn't it? At least, because now the crowd really wants to be involved and help their team, and that first drive can dictate the whole thing because they know if this team takes it downfield and scores a touchdown, it's game over.
It's been loud in here so far. First throw in overtime for Herbert. That's caught by Kelly. And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage back at the 22. That's a big loss of 3, and it brings up third down. Well, they tried to swing it on left into the flat, complete, but really nice open field tackling.
And they played that one like a great boxer. They were on their toes on that one. They weren't back on their heels reacting to the play. No, they saw it, came right for it, and made a nice tackle for lost yardage.
So negative yardage, a loss of 3 on second down, and that leads to a tough third down call. He dumps it to Eckler underneath. And a good tackle there right around the 30. Stops him short of the first down. In overtime, you have to be smarter than that.
A personal foul just can't happen. Have to have poise.
On first and 10, Herbert got his man complete over the middle. It's Henry.
Complete.
Back-to-back completions, and that puts them in enemy territory.
And we're always looking for that elusive term, momentum, aren't we? And I think they're building it with the back-to-back completions. Now they feel like they can either take a shot or continue to build it the way that they're doing now. Safe throws, get it to their playmakers, and see what happens.
Here's Herbert now on second down. Henry's got it out on the left side. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. It's a first down on a gain of 10.
First down, Chargers.
They run on first down with Jackson. And this time they were ready for him as they'll stop him right at the line of scrimmage. 2 yards the loss, second and 12.
That was well played there defensively. 2 tight ends in the formation, which essentially gave them 7 blockers up front. Hard to imagine with all that size and beef that they could let a tackler through. But that's exactly what happened. A loss resulted.
On second down, here's Herbert. This is Gabriel out on the left side. And they're able to get this one past the 30 to the 25-yard line. 15 yards on the play, first down.
Brandon, that's a huge completion there. That puts them in field goal range, but let's face it. They don't want 3 here. They want 6. With these overtime rules, a touchdown finishes it off.
Yeah, looking to win it right away. Good to know, though, that they have 3 in their back pocket if they need it. Herbert on first down now. He's going to be stopped up right at the line of scrimmage. Maybe a frustration penalty there because he's picked
as a result of that hit there.
On first down, it's Herbert. And he is caught at the 7-yard line. And he's going to be brought down just shy of the 5 at the 6. That was play number 7 on this drive, and it got him 7 yards. He's padding his already great numbers here in overtime. More importantly, though, moving his guys downfield.
And I think that's exactly what's going through his head right now. Moving them downfield, putting them in a position to win the game. The stats, that's for the fantasy guys. I know they're enjoying that show.
And he is in for the score. And it is absolute stunned silence here as they win it on the road in overtime.
Tonight's final score.
Partner, great game that we got to see and making it extra special. Not only did I get 4 quarters with you in this one, I got some overtime, a little whipped cream on top.
Look at you, trying to make this whole thing palatable.
I just want you to pay for my meal later.
You really just wanted 4 quarters, what you wanted. But how much fun was that? We had that type of a game where we got us to overtime, and then we get the dramatic ending to finish things off as well. What a game.
So for the Chargers, they're not going to go quietly here as the win moves them now to 8-6 on the year. And now they'll get the weekend off as they get a little extra time to prepare to face the Denver Broncos. Meanwhile, for Las